How's it going, YWC? Guy on internet who doesn't like reviews here. Bring you a quick, late TNA Impact Wrestling review. And let me say this: really, yeah, above average show. Well, I'll say average show. Pretty good. You can watch it or whatever. You never said, "Man, that was stupid." I don't understand it unless you don't watch TNA and then you have those complaints or whatever. So starts off with. Uh, Dixie Carter and the guys who were in the Lethal Lockdown match for TNA, Galloway, Wolves, Bram, and Lashley. Dixie Carter says that she likes that everybody supported her. They had the people around the ring, all the wrestlers. And I like how Bram acted. He was like just very nonchalant, like, why am I here? Like, what the fuck did I do to, why did I defend this company? Like, oh yeah, because I like to hurt people. And then Dixie Carter says, there's one person who didn't stick by us, and that's EY. She calls out Eric Young. Eric Young comes out. He says, "You're gonna punish me. I got an ironclad contract. I hit my wagon to GFW, and it didn't work out. And yay, you won TNA. Yay." Classic Eric Young, and he says that he still has an ironclad contract, and there's nothing Dixie Carter can do to it. Dixie Carter says she can't do anything, but the people in the ring can do something, talking about Galloway, Lashley, and the Wolves, and Bram. And Bram, classic Bram, he's in the background. Oh, I'm supposed to fight this guy too? Why? Like, I don't really give a fuck. Uh, but he says there's somebody more important that wants to get their hands on Eric Young, and that's Chris Melendez. Chris comes out, and she says it's going to be a match between Melendez and Eric Young, and the people are going to be outside of the ring making sure Eric Young doesn't pull any of his tricks or whatever. So they have the match. It's completely ruled by Eric Young. He just has his way with Melendez. Melendez does get in some offense. For a guy on one leg, it looked pretty decent. The Samoan drop, he's on one leg. So, yeah, whatever. The clothesline, whatever. It just goes to show you that without the leg, Melendez, his offense is just raggedy, like disgusting. I mean, he's decent on the mic, but wow, don't take the leg from him. I mean, you're killing the guy. So after the offense stops, Eric Young pretty much hits the referee or distracts the referee, grabs the leg, and hits Melendez with it, which is why I would think the Lumberjacks will be out there to stop him from grabbing the leg, but whatever. So EY's about to settle for the pile driver. Instead, he puts Melendez on the top rope. They fight. Melendez knocks out EY and then comes off the top with a one-legged front drop kick. And EY sells the one-legged drop kick of death like a champion. He goes flopping around the ring and gets beat 1, 2, 3. Now, if there was one complaint, I would say that probably shouldn't be a finisher. That probably shouldn't have been the finish to this match. Like a one-legged drop kick, bro. Really? It's like T-Sean said. He should have a submission like a chokeout or something, because that's not believable that one-legged drop kick as a finisher. No way. You get this promo segment with the Dollhouse where Terrence Royal's talking about Jay being her favorite doll or whatever. Before that, she's like, "You want to know who my favorite doll is, girls? Is it you, Marty?" No, it's not you, Marty. Is it you, Rebel? She's like, "Yeah, definitely not Rebel. No. And why should you be? Rebel's improving, but no." And she said that Jade is her favorite doll because he has a vicious side, and she said she wants her to hurt Gail Kim. So there's a match, Gail Kim versus Jade for the TNA Knockouts title. This is women's wrestling. Excellent match. Jade, I know she loses a lot, but in every match she has, she puts on a stellar performance. And even with this match, you can tell the difference between Gail Kim style and Jade style. Jade has a more of a hard-hitting Joshi style, while Gail Kim is more of the Americanized, sort of like throws in a lot of lucha libre with a little bit of high spice, either American wrestling or whatever, ground wrestling. But Jade, I mean, Gail Kim was good, but Jade, her offense was just the kicks, the striking, that German suplex, though. A thing of beauty. But in the end, Gail Kim pulls it out with a eat defeat out of nowhere. And then in the match, Marty Bell tries to interfere. But then Rebel blindsides Gail Kim with a vicious spear. The best thing that Rebel has done in a ring ever. Like, it claps to Rebel for that spear. Where did that come from? Let me see. And then you have EC3 versus Spud. EC3 and Spud, they always have good matches, and this one did not disappoint. EC3 does end up getting the victory without any help, you know. And he hits the 1% on Spud, and then after the match, EC3 calls in Jeff Hardy to attack Rockstar Spud and says, "You don't do it, you're fired," or whatever. He doesn't do it. Matt Hardy comes out. They try to fight Tyrus, and he gets held by Tyrus. He low blows. No, he hits Spud. Yeah, sorry, that's another segment. Yeah, he hits Spud, and they leave. Then you have the X Division title match: Kenny King versus Tigre Uno. The last match, Kenny King. Well, I don't know how far they take. I might have one more, but this was Kenny King's swan song match. I'll mention Kenny King, but man, I mean, it was some good spots from Kenny, but Tigre Uno, he's coming into his own. It's just there's no storyline or really anybody for him to face, so it's just like, yeah, good match, and I love a good match, but you're not really getting Tigre Uno over. He's having hell of a match every time he gets out there. He's like trying to throw something new into there. He doesn't have the same finisher. He ends up winning with a springboard splash after a brainbuster. So it's just one of, we've had this problem for a while. They need to start writing for the X Division. And then they have I would say the implosion of the Revolution. James Storm has Abyss and Manic out there. He started talking about how you made the people who joined the Revolution. Abyss says, "You didn't make me. I was here when the doors opened to this place just like you were. And I put my body on the line, I got scars, all that. I made myself." And then he leaves the ring and said, "You didn't make me," and whatever. And then Manic's left with Storm. And Storm's like, "What is Koya's name?" And Manic's like, "His name, Mahabaliya." I don't say shit. And Storm slaps him and says, "His name is Koya," and just keep repeating it or whatever. And finally, Manic said, "His name's Shira." Stopped Storm's hand and said, "You didn't make any of us. We made ourselves." And then he takes off his mask. Character progression: Suicide, Manic, Revolution Manic, Unmasked Manic, or is he going to start by going by TJ Perkins? Anyway, and then Shira comes out and says, "It looks like you're having some kind of trouble here, but you know what? It's not enough. I want to fight you and end this for all." And so next week is going to be a street fight or whatever between Shira and Storm. I think they might be Storm's last match in the company. So, good job, Storm, pulling over somebody before you leave or whatever. Then you have the 5-way Wolves versus Lashley versus Bram versus Galloway. First to go is Bram. I think he gets, the Wolves hit that finish on him or something like that. Or whatever. Bram's eliminated first. And then the Wolves start teaming up on Lashley and Galloway. But then the spirit of competition, they say, "Well, look, we're not going to double team on these guys because it would be unfair." And they start fighting each other when they have them down. And they pretty much, eliminated themselves because I think what Davey hits an insecurity kick and Eddie hits something, I think like a knee breaker or something, which allows Galloway to hit the future shot DDT on Eddie and Lashley to hit the spear on Davey, and they pin them at the same time. So it's down to Lashley and Drew. Lashley pretty much uses his power and strength to dominate the majority of the rest of the match, and then he tries to set up for a spear. Galloway dodges, goes into the corner, and then Galloway hits that running boot. I'm gonna call it the Battle of Bornok. Bram. Let me see. Let me look up real quick because Drew Galloway 13-14. Battle of 13-14. I'm gonna call it the boot of Bannockburn. Yeah, the Battle of Bannockburn. Boot of Bannockburn. I like that. Anyway, so Drew Galloway versus EC3 at Bound for Glory is set up now. It should have happened for a while because the 1%er versus the 99%. I don't think EC3 should lose a title, but you never know. You never know. Either way, people are gonna cry. EC3, he lost the title. It's too early. EC3 is one of the worst champions in the world because he is too late. Drew Galloway won. He's a WWE Regent. Drew Galloway, why you put down? It's always something, but either way, I'm going to be happy because both the guys are excellent wrestlers and excellent personalities for TNA. And then, yeah, I think in that EC3 versus split match at the end, yeah, Tyrus did no, yeah, because he didn't hit the Rockstar split or whatever, or something like that. No, yeah, he hit Rockstar. He didn't really want to hit Rockstar split, and then Matt Hardy came out, and Matt Hardy got held by Tyrus. Tyrus got low blow by Matt Hardy, and then if Jeff hit EC3, and then we get to this point where EC3 came back out at the end of the show and said he's going to fire Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Hardy can save his job. If he said that EC3 is the greatest world heavyweight champion in the world, says that he's in God mode, says that he's beautiful, whatever, and then kisses the TNA belt like it's a ring or whatever. I can't pronounce or repeat it verbatim, but it was a good promo for EC3. And then Jeff Hardy says that I quit. I know what you guys thinking. He quit. This is a shoot. He quit TNA. He's coming back to WWE. That's not how contracts work. That is not how contracts work. It's a work. He quit, and look, his contract is up in January, February. Please, hold your horses. And it's a part of a storyline. You'll see next week, but you guys probably watch the show, the UWE fanboys. But Jeff Hardy quits, and he says, I'm going home or whatever. And EC3 says, well, you don't quit. You're fired. And he says, Caraman, the show's over with. And that's how the show ends. Another good TNA impact. If you like good wrestling, it's TNA, especially the women's, man. The Gail Kimber is Jade. That is a must watch. The Melendez match was whatever. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.